do not go and help the aliens. A couple of reasons is, one is they don't know whether you're hostile or nice. Two is, if you go by the Special Operations Manual, they have an actual team called MJ12 Red Team, and this they wear hazmat suits, etc., for radiation. So if you did try and go and help a crashed UFO, the occupants, you could end up being radiation. So people's asked me what I would do. Now, you can be sure that the military are aware of this crash ship. Just because they haven't got there yet, they will get there, and you will be detained, etc., etc. So what I would probably do is film it, live stream for 20-30 seconds, maybe a minute, and then bug out of there as quick as possible. Because when you look at what they do with the Sun 101, weapons and everything they're allowed to use on people that's in that vicinity. So yeah, bug out of there. That's what I would. If I had £1 for everyone that said they don't need to prove something to me when I ask for evidence, I'd be a billionaire. So yet another person where I ask for evidence and they just come back and say they don't need to prove it. Oh dear.
To reveal information, but after being subject to torture, he slowly began to open up.
As the foremost expert in this subject, I've never heard any alien being tortured, and then if you watch the rest of the video, you'll see that the person talking on the video says that they were us from the future, which is, I've never heard that, and I do smell something, and it's not very nice, and you can probably guess that I think that's a load of baloney. While they did have aliens such as J-Rod, he was never tortured. In fact, he willingly helped the American secret complex, which is what we ended up with Project Serpo, which is basically Close Encounters of the Third Kind, where 13 people went to their planet called Serpo. But this video seems to be a load of beep.
Rulers. You're not really calling on the name of Jesus. You're calling on people that masqueraded as gods in ancient times.
Billy, please stop saying that the Anunnaki masqueraded as gods. First of all, I can show you evidence that their race name was gods. Also, they created us, as you know, you've said it yourself. There is no way we would have known what a god was. So for them to masquerade as a god would be absolutely ridiculous. So please, please stop saying that they masqueraded as gods. Their race name is gods, that's why it's gods in the Bible. Hey guys, look what I've got. It's a book that's available on Amazon, a children's book with evidence about the Anunnaki. So each page actually at the bottom has a reference to what's actually happening with a link on each page. So I'm just flicking through here. Yes, the Anunnaki were here, and as you see here is the evidence there, for example, and it gives a link. So it's the world's first children's book. You can get it on Amazon. It's called Our True History. So you can look on Amazon and get it for Christmas, because that would be ideal for people to start learning that what we're told is not actually what we're told, and this is showing what is really the truth. Oh my God, you might want to share this. So this is the people you listen to. Mummy older than we first thought. So in other words, they're now pushing the dates back to 1,000 years before. Wait for it. Evidence of human writing 1,000 years earlier than previously thought. I'll get to the point in a second. Earlier human ancestors 1 million years older than earlier thought. Complex life on Earth began billions of years earlier than previously thought. If you actually want the real evidence, and as well as a timeline, I have a timeline on my website, ourtruehistory.co.uk, and it actually gives you the correct one, which in other words, what happens is mainstream come out with their dates and eventually they end up matching my dates. So it's literally a family tree timeline, which you can get to on my website, which tells us the dates that mainstream might as well just look at this and use this, because clearly they haven't got a clue what they're talking about, whereas I do. Hey guys, what do you get someone that's got everything for Christmas? You get them not just one book that's just literally come out. That one's the latest book. Came out a few weeks back. This one here. So if you're interested in aliens, paranormal, Bigfoots, dinosaurs and man living together at the same time, with evidence as usual. Cattle mutilations, etc., Atlantis, mermaids, 3 books. Each book's got different chapters on many, many different things, and you can get them from. So you search for Eben's Publishing on you-know-where. TikTok will limit me if I mention the name. Eben's Publishing, and you can get this for not just for yourself, but as a gift for other people. As you see there, so many chapters on different things, and even this one has... So, they're just huge, lovely. Look at that, lovely books for Christmas. Get them for you or your friends or someone else, and enjoy.
It's all powerful. Lucifer is all powerful, almost all knowing. He can whisper into the ears of millions of...
So the problem we've got here is Billy's saying that that's what it says in the Bible. It doesn't say that in the Bible. I don't know if he's read the Bible, but there's only one passage that refers to the adversary as in Lucifer. Lucifer's name was actually added in 1978, and they made that from an adversary to do with the morning star. If you're interested in the evidence side of this kind of stuff, feel free to follow me. But no, it doesn't say anything whatsoever about Lucifer being a genius or smart or anything whatsoever like that. So I don't know what Bible he's read, but it doesn't actually say that. Father who art in space has died. Yes, Enki is dead. I finally pieced it all together. So Samuel Noah Kramer, in the same document that he reads, talks about a royal burial place. Now that could have either been Inanna, Ninurta, Marduk, etc. Some of the higher ones that would have been royalty from the Anunnakis bloodlines. However, here, listen to this.
When a citizen was brought to a certain type of high-class cemetery, the reeds of Enki.
So that one's Enki, and as I say, further on in this, he also talks about the royal burial place. So unfortunately, I was right. Enki is dead, our father who actually created us in heaven, which is space, proven by myself. Go watch my videos. He's dead. Breaking news. New evidence of organic material identified on Ceres, the inner solar system's most water-rich object after Earth. Now, just to let you know, Ceres is this planet, well, not planet, but this object here in the actual asteroid belt that's between Jupiter and Mars. Now, if you go by the ancient tablets, a planet smashed into another planet that was between Jupiter and Mars. Obviously, this isn't to scale. And broke up, and that planet ended up becoming Earth and the asteroid belt, including Ceres, which is why we've got water and Ceres has got water. Interesting. So allegedly this guy is being sued by Billy Carson because both him and Billy were on another podcast where Billy was asked a few questions, apparently couldn't answer them, and now he's suing this guy. Now the problem we've got here is, first of all, this guy is now going around on his videos saying, I've debunked Billy Carson. The problem is my cat's done that. So that when you're looking at, and I don't mean to sound rude to Billy, and I've done so many videos and Billy knows that, I'm sure, where Billy's been wrong, and I've offered to help Billy in educating him. So by picking someone like Billy who is still learning, that was a not a great thing to have done. The second problem we've got is obviously the Bible, when they was talking, because I heard a couple of clips of it, when they was talking about Jesus, there's nothing to double check. So neither of them can win. Neither of them. That's a stupid mute point. No one can double check anything. If you can't double check it, then either of them could win, either of them could lose. The other problem with that, with the Bible, is the Bible has words in it. So for example, we have the word bark, which could mean a dog bark or a tree bark. And the actual Bible does actually have words that have different meanings to them. I'm actually writing a book that's rewriting the Bible. So instead of the people that write the Bible wanting it to be one God, even though it does actually say gods, plural, in there many, many, many times, technically over 300 times. So, for example, Genesis 1, where it's actually talking about God or gods preparing heaven and earth, or depending if you want the changed version of the Bible, God creating heaven and earth. You can actually change. You can actually go back and reread that with the different words that's not being changed. I'm not adding anything, but knowing that the word planet was given to as a deity by the Anunnaki. So when you then start reading it again, Genesis, it's actually talking about planets forming. So, and that can be backed up with the Enuma Elish and the tablets in Columbia University. So unfortunately, what we've got here is, it seems two people that don't really know what they're talking about, trying to have a discussion, which is very sad. So my opinion is for this gentleman to stop saying he's debunked Billy Carson, because literally everyone's done it, and for Billy to feel free to watch my videos and learn. That's all I can say to try and help both these guys out. Thank you. News. Stone tool discovered challenges entire theory on human intelligence and evolution. So it talks about 30 to 70,000 years ago, when supposedly we wouldn't be able to make tools like this. So they're shocked. However, if you watch my documentaries with evidence, you'll see that the Homo sapiens clearly used these tools for at least 300,000 years when the Anunnaki created us to do their work for them. So there's no surprise here. So well done, mainstream. You're finally catching up to stuff we already know.